We're going to the diner, and then I'm packing. Yeah. Something about Florida that is going to stick with me for a very long time is that I've fallen in love with wearing these quick dry shirts. I got this one last week for completing 3 volunteer outings with Rookery Bay. I'm sitting next to Julia Roberts.
And I sent them to her. Kind of look like they're sanity.
Currently it is Wednesday the 21st. I leave morning of Friday the 23rd, going to Macon, Georgia to see the Ocmulgee Mounds, which are 12,000-year-old Native American ruins. Earlier today I took down all my artwork from the boards. Or not just artwork, but like postcards and photos and mementos. Hello. A painting I made here that I love so much. The Harrow. Me and my friend Dan. A postcard I bought. Because it says, "Today I saw a woman walking/hopping her bunny downtown. Not a happy bunny. Peace, Patty." From home, from here, Duluth. Perhaps my favorite photo I've ever taken. Sexy postcard. Vintage map. My first time at Waffle House. Giant Pacific octopus. And a big print of my goat son. Now I have to pack. I have many books. Currently, I'm reading and hoping to finish by the time I leave Eating Stone by Ellen Malloy. I'm not sure I'm gonna finish it, and I'm borrowing this from my friend Megan. I'll just buy my own copy if I don't finish it. Got all my shells and natural objects that I found on the beaches here. And this is really cool. There was a pile of bones in the parking lot, so I have all of these alligator vertebrae. My favorite snail, the lightning whelk, which has long been my favorite snail before I even saw one because I read about them in Cynthia Barnett's Sound of the Sea. Viewers at home, if you hold up your left hand for me, you'll see that the lightning whelk is opening on your left, which is very unique for snails. Similar to humans, 90% of snails are right-handed or coiled to the right. Only 10% are left-handed, but it's especially rare for a marine snail to coil to the left, so this is one of the only species in the world. And of course, any snail can be born left-handed, but as a species, to all be left-handed is very unique. It's the day. I never finished eating stone! Super goop. Let's go. I am very excited to drive straight through Georgia.
It has you a little bit of a block.
I'm at my first rest stop and I accidentally pulled into the truck lot and everything's one way and I can't get out. So now I'm parked by these big trucks. I've made it to Ocmulgee. I'm very excited. My friend Cole is meeting me here. I am at the mounds. There's the visitor center. I really hope they have postcards. This is the cutest visitor center ever. There are so many postcards.
All of ancient America, a spiral ramp winds toward the top, 20 feet above the flat floodplain.
So the Earth Lodge.
That is the Earth Lodge, and you can go inside of it. And then she said about half a mile down the trail, there's a 5-story mound that you can walk to the top of. Love you, bye.
Right, love you so much.
Oh my God, we're in the Earthen Lodge. Whoa, it's chilly. Is that a lightning whelk? This is called, we're at the Ocmulgee Mounds, and we just went to the Earthen Lodge. And we're both kind of tall, so it was a little bit of a crawl.
Yeah.
It was worth it. We're approaching the mound that we can walk up.
Gotta see my friends.
My friend like Abby. I still don't know where I'm going tomorrow. I'm about to cross into South Carolina, still unsure about my plans. The future is wild and open. So very randomly, I think my next stop is going to be Mount Airy, North Carolina. Because Nicole Dollanganger's album from last year is called Married in Mount Airy. And I just think it would be cool to go. And when I was in Florida, I discovered her song Alligator Blood, which was so true. New developments in the Mount Airy question. Jesse says that the album's actually based on a resort in the Poconos. And this is her official merch. So maybe I'm going with no reason. But it looks really cool and I love North Carolina, I love the mountains.
Choo choo! Just me, babe. How you doing?
North Carolina is so beautiful. Like, look at these clouds. First sighting of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Mount Airy. The clouds are so nice. There's a diner right there. And actually there's a Vietnamese restaurant right behind the motel that I almost went to for dinner. And I fucking should have had pho instead of a turkey sub from Walmart. The view, like you guys are looking at me and I'm looking at you, look. It's really pretty. I know it's just like a cold winter sky in a desolate landscape, but I love that. I got too caught up in discovering the tragedy of landscape. I should have just went to Asheville again and hung out with my friend who's a drag queen. She told me she was hosting tonight and I could come and we could have fun at the club. And now I'm sitting alone in a hotel room at 6:47 p.m. No bars around here. I already ate dinner. It's night, it's cold, I can't go outside. And yes, I am being negative. But this is a great time to talk about the tragedy of landscape. One of my favorite painters of all time is Caspar David Friedrich. He was a German landscape painter alive in the early 1800s, and unfortunately, posthumously, his work was appropriated by the worst factions of Germany, which I didn't learn about until recently, but the first time I heard about him was in one of my English classes when we were talking about like the Romantics. And he did that iconic painting, Wanderer Over the Sea of Fog, which my professor used to like explain the sublime, which is a concept of like being so overwhelmed by nature that you just have like an animalistic response to it almost. So I was reading about him and this other artist described him as having discovered the tragedy of landscape. And I guess that's sort of been like a guiding philosophy of mine without even knowing it, like discovering the tragedy of landscape. Which again, I got caught up with, and that's why I'm in fucking Mount Airy, North Carolina. And the other day when I was packing my things, I said that that photo I took in Duluth is one of my favorites ever, and part of the reason is that I realized it looks exactly like a zoomed in panel of Friedrich's Monk by the Sea. It's actually really crazy. How auspicious, it's a full moon tonight. Why that's auspicious, I don't know. 28! Updating my Ocmulgee page with physical confirmation that I was at the mounds. There it is. I'm gonna go check out Hanging Rock State Park. This is way more strenuous than I was anticipating. This is kind of scary, to be honest. I'm sweating. And now to descend. I'm pet sitting. Hi, Diva. She's very timid. Leap day. I am in the city limits. I'm going to the Hamptons today to work on a fish tank. We're going to a house party and we just found out that the theme is nautical sea life. So I think I'm gonna wear my Rookery Bay volunteer shirt. I am in the jetty to avoid the wind. I think this is an appropriate place to end my road trip vlog. It's been a tumultuous 2 weeks. It's been fun. Oh my god, there's so much sand flying down on me. I'm still trying to like orient myself back in the city. In any case, I'm very glad you joined me on this road trip. Thank you for spending your time viewing my pixels, and I'll see you, I don't know.